me have a look at this video from Asmongold.
Hi guys, it's me again, and today we're going to look at some of the interesting users on, you would never believe it, Blue Sky. That's right.
Remember this earlier in the year? Kill your local MAGA. It's no good, is it?
And I don't know how this keeps happening, but yesterday, after Charlie Kirk was brutally murdered, he was shot in the throat, bled out on stage in front of everybody, including his own family and his children. The number of people in the games industry who decided to go on to social media, particularly Blue Sky, a lot of these people, you have to understand that many of these people have already been run off of Twitter because there's a level of discourse and negativity that they can't really deal with. So the only place that they can really exist is on effectively a reservation like Blue Sky, where their opinions are protected and they're allowed to be vitriolic and nobody's allowed to tell them.
I'm telling you, you got to be careful, man.
That they're wrong.
If you're out there and you're like saying, "Oh, it's good that he died" and all of that, be careful, man. They'll look for messages and that. Bloody hell, be careful. It's basically you're saying, the sort of person that's laughing at this is saying, good that he died for his opinions, for his views. Good that he died for that. That's what they're essentially saying. They're saying that without saying it. You're like, oh, he shouldn't have said what he said. What do you mean? Anyone can say anything that they want. Don't need to get violent involved. Once you do that, you're turning into like a disturbed society. It's a messed up society. That's not good society. You know what I mean? People got to be able to have discourse and disagree. That's cool. Don't get to violence, because it'll start becoming anarchy, and that's not good society, is it? We don't want anarchy in society.
Well, that's why we're making this video. We're going to be looking at some of the different people that, after the death of Charlie Kirk, decided to, and I'm not really going to be going through, everybody is going to draw the line at a different place. Here's where I draw the line. I personally have a big problem with people that are celebrating him being killed. I don't have a big deal if somebody says I don't like him or I never liked him or something like that.
Like that's definitely not an issue. That's the society that we're talking about here. We've got to be able to disagree, be like, I don't like him or whatever. That's cool. That's all right. Like I said, I don't even really know him, but his death has caused me to go watch his videos, and I think he's a good guy. You know what I mean? But there's no problem with saying you don't like him. That's cool. That's normal. That's all right. But then you're not like you don't like him so much you're gonna kill him. That's sick.
But for the people that are celebrating for him being killed, advocating for future violence, and saying that it's a good thing, I think that's what crosses the line for me, and I think that's what crosses the line for any reasonable, normal person. And so anyway, we're going to go through a number of people, and the first thing I wanted to start out with today is that maybe you guys remember this from the beginning of the year. It was a big content year, I would say that. And people might have forgotten, but there is a person who decided to advocate for killing your local MAGA. This was a Blizzard employee. And I want to say that after the video that I made on him and a lot of other people made on him, this person lost their job and effectively has ruined their life. And I want nothing more than for the exact same thing to happen to the people in this video too. So I hope that after you guys see these individuals and you see what they're advocating for, you'll be able to go out and tell their employer, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm not comfortable funding a video game that is employing people that are advocating for the brutal murder of a person in front of their family. And
that can easily happen. Yeah, that will happen. Yeah, and then they all get fired. They all lose their job and can't get future work because of what they've done and what they've said. Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane, but it's also not surprising. And so anyway, we're going to go through some of these. Obviously, I put out a post about this before. This was yesterday. If you guys want to make a list, and this is something, I'll go ahead and just contextualize it all. So there's several game developers that are liking posts that are people mocking Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Yes, no, good.
We'll look at pretty much who these people are. We'll start off with this. These are people, Dennis. Let's look at this, and this is also on Blue Sky. I'm 6'5", and Vans, Blue Sky Social, sound effects associate at Bungie. So Bungie, you know the game that's trying to make Marathon. I guess they were too busy. Well, he's doing sound effects, not visual effects, so maybe he actually has to do his job
But there is Suno AI, and that there is that.
rather than just copy pasting something off of Twitter. But anyway,
Yeah.
you've got somebody like
that's
this
true.
who's advocating for, and again, people might think that it's not a big deal. Oh, well, these people aren't making these statements themselves. These people aren't really saying anything that is that extreme. Here's the reason why it's a big problem. The reason why is because it creates an ecosystem and an environment where the actual extremism and the actual radical behavior is feeling comfortable. It feels comfortable in an environment where you have this blasé, passive acceptance of it, and you have people that are just basically complicit with it, but they're not openly saying it. They're just privately doing it, or they're just privately voicing their support as well. And well, I guess in this case, it's not private anymore, is it? And so anyway, we have a associate producer at Bungie who is liking and promoting tweets that are celebrating the death of a person being shot in the neck in front of their family and bleeding out profusely on the stage in front of millions of people.
What sort of person would do that? That's crazy to do that. To do an action like that. That's actually crazy. Who would do that?
Job, Bungie. Really good win.
Dennis. That's who would do it. Dennis. They're on Blue Sky there.
You've got here.
Sort of
I can't wait to play Marathon. I thought that my expectations for the game.
Everyone's waiting for Marathon, isn't it? It's like, you know, what? GTA 6 what? What does that mean? A marathon is what we're waiting for. So that no one
couldn't be lower, but somehow Dennis has managed to fulfill, or exceed those expectations, you could say. I've got another one also. Kelly, senior producer at Sucker Punch. Amateur cosplay and armor D&D enjoyer, source of corgi pics, they and she. Okay. So we have also, and you're going to see this word, this term, Sucker Punch, a number of times. We're not talking about the action, but we are talking about the company. This is the company that makes the game, or that is making the game, Ghosts of Yotai. Ghosts of Yotai, and this is also important to keep in mind, is that the voice actress for the game, for the character itself, has gone multiple times on record making the most deranged, stupid comments like...
Why? What's wrong with these people? Hold on, let me get a Pepsi. 1 sec. What's wrong with them? I mean, what's that with them? What's happened? What's happened in the mental region? I think the mental region's missing some faculties.
Defunding the police. She's just your typical, like, libtard, insaniac, moron, retard, right? It's not really that complicated. But what it really indicates is that there's a culture in this company, and there's a culture in this environment where this type of radical, violent behavior and language is normalized. You have multiple people at the company that are all saying these things, and we're going to get to the other ones too.
So the company, like, it's them, it's the whole development. They're like all mad. They're all like them sort of mad. That'll shoot you in your neck for your opinion in front of your wife and kids and millions of people. They're the sort of people that do that. Over there in Sucker Punch. Is that what they're doing?
And here also that works at the company, and so you can see right here, obviously this is them retweeting or posting something that they did with the game, and then right after that, I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back.
Oh, them sort of jokes. Okay.
And I've been noticed that Twitter has noticed me from the... I've been told that Twitter has noticed me from across the room. Well, we certainly have. We absolutely have. And I think that these kinds of comments are absolutely disgusting. This is a person that works at a massive game company, and they're openly advocating for, on public platforms, and promoting and celebrating the murder of a random person. This is disgusting. It's really disgusting. And
these sort of people need to like be called out and lose their job. Like, just lose their job. You know what I mean? You lose your job for stuff like this. You're essentially advocating for violence and murder. You know. That's not a good thing, man. That can't be doing that.
My opinion, I don't think that it should be tolerated, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. I think that everybody should try to message anybody that works at this company, anybody who, you know, like any sort of PR, any management, you know, anything like that. Let them know that you don't want to support a company that employs people that celebrate the murder of innocent people just for exchanging ideas. This is a
I mean, it makes sense.
disgusting thing to do. And you can see also, and I think this is a systemic problem at the company itself, whenever you have three people, the voice actress and then these two other people that are also doing this, I think that it's very obvious that this company has been infected with the same kind of moral rot that many other video game companies have unfortunately been affected by.
I think it'll be very, very safe to say that. I think it'll be very safe to say that.
And so you have also Zibs, they, them, always a very good indicator of mental awareness and normality. A producer at
True.
Magic the Gathering. So this person works at, I'm assuming, Wizards of the Coast. And they're working at...
And previously at Sucker Punch as well. So, you know, we can sort of see a trend here. There's a trend here.
Magic the Gathering Arena, previously also at wow, what are the what are the odds of that? What a coincidence. And so what you've got here, this is again another person who is celebrating this type of violent behavior. And I think that again, people need to make their voices known and make them heard, that this is just simply not acceptable. This is not normal. This is not what average people want. We don't want to have people that are openly making statements and calls to violence like this, or celebrating calls to violence or actual violence like this, making our products. It's disgusting. And I know that some people would maybe consider and say, well, this is something that could be a little bit like cancel culture. And I want to say that it absolutely is.
100% is.
100% is. The fact is that these are the same types.
Yes, that's what this is. These are the ones that deserve to be cancelled. 100%. They are calling out for murder. They're advocating for murder. They're saying, no, we're not going to listen to your point. We're going to kill you. This is what these people are saying. Of course they need to be cancelled and put in jail. Let's go further. Go jail. You go in jail, man. What? You're advocating for murder. Go to jail, man. What the fuck we doing?
To people who would lie about you and make up things about you and try to destroy your career and destroy your reputation for disagreeing with them on something political. But now whenever
these lot do it to everyone about everything, they're always complaining. And now when someone's murdered, they celebrate it. Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck is happened inside? Missing. It's missing.
It's happening to them, they're the victims. Well, if you want to be the victim, it's time to earn it. I think also, here's another thing.
If you want to be the victim, it's time to earn it, he said. Whoa.
Is that if you work at one of these companies and you have one of these individuals that works at your company, you do have a recourse to this, and that's calling and talking to HR. Because the fact is that HR does not operate in your best interest, and it doesn't operate in their best interest either. It operates in the best interest of the company. When you have people that are making public statements and calls to violence and so
I'm not sure if the company would want that. I don't know if that's their ideals. If it is their ideals, then the company should be gone.
Celebrating violence like that, they're creating a hostile and an unsafe work environment, and anybody who works in HR...
Is this the sort of stuff they value? Murder? In our good society? No. Root them out. Root them out. Root them out. Be gone. No, there's no place for you here.
For anybody
It's
who
evil.
works inside
That's
of
what
any sort of corporate environment.
we're literally talking about good and evil. And like them people are on the evil side. That's like evil. They don't see it. It's evil. It's proper evil.
Environment
Fucked.
will tell you that that's something
Evil.
that just can't exist in a corporate environment. There's a reason why we have levels of decorum, and there are some levels of HR that make sense. And so if you work at one of these companies and you have a person like this doing it, make sure to talk to HR and let them know how uncomfortable you feel that there's a person who's working at your company who might want to advocate to have you killed because you disagree with them. Tell them that it
Yeah.
makes you afraid to come into work.
Yes. Do this. Do everything he's saying there. You're fearing for your life right now. You're trembling. You might even call the police. Call the FBI. Because you're scared for your life. There's someone who you're working with who's advocating for murder. And you're scared that if you next time talk to them and disagree with them, they're going to kill you. That's scary. And that's scary for real. That's the real scary. That's the evil. That's facing evil, that is. No, doesn't belong here. We're good. We're good people. We're good people here. We can disagree. That's fine. We're not going to murder you, though. We're not going to come over there, sniper you, and no. For disagreement. Okay. You don't belong in this society then, fortunately.
Tell them that you don't know, maybe you're going to file a lawsuit, you feel unsafe at your workplace, and honestly, here's the important thing: you should feel unsafe, because
100%.
these people would justify violence against anybody who disagrees with them, and just because you think you know them doesn't mean they wouldn't do the exact.
They'll be like, yeah, well, he deserved it because of his views. He shouldn't have said them things then, innit? Huh? What sort of world do these people want to live in then? Well, you don't say nothing. Eh? That's the cage. We call that the cage. That's the pit. Silly cunt. That's where you're walking around and can't even say nothing. You can't say nothing. That's when soon you can't think nothing. That's 1984, what George Orwell wrote about. Is that what they want? No! We're gonna speak, we're gonna express. We're gonna discuss. We're gonna disagree. We're gonna argue. Then we're gonna shake hands. And we're gonna kiss each other. And we're gonna fucking go home. Have a cup of tea and that. Have a biscuit, crumpet, whatever the fuck you want. Meatloaf. Have meatloaf for tea. Shit, whatever. But, it's fine. Not gonna sniper you. What? That's sick. That's sickness. It's not society. That's not good society. That's not good society. No. No. That means what? No one can speak. No one can speak their mind. Because someone's going to disagree with them. Everyone's going to disagree at some point. Someone's going to disagree with something someone says. It's never going to be a unanimous yes. You know what I mean? So, what? It's sick.
Same thing to you. And this is them. This is the game that they're making right here. And you can see that they've made no...
I was going to get it, but nah. I think I'll give it a miss. I'll watch it from afar. I'll give it the binoculars, barge pole sort of treatment. You know what I mean? And this is the first time, actually, that I'm hearing about it. The voice actress is deep into this sort of political stuff. Deep in there, tweeting about it. Love, you're the voice actress for a game. Focus on that. I'm an advocate for, and I've said this before, games companies, they should have a policy that you can't tweet. If we've got a game in progress and you're like a director or whatever, you're working on this game and it's about to come out, you cannot tweet personal stuff. That embargo on social media. We're building up to sell a game. If you're gonna tweet, it's promotion for the game. It's something about the game. Nothing political in the fucking world. Embargo. And then once the game's out and you're essentially your job's finished here at the job, then go tweet your things, your stuff. But while you're working in the company, unfortunately, we've got a reputation to uphold. We're not here to do political... I would advocate for something along those lines because it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. They're advocating for... I was going to get this game. But Ghost of Tsushima was good. Tsushima, that was a great game. So this one, I'll watch it from afar, barge pole. Maybe 10 years' time, if it's on a pound, them pound sales, them rush pound sales. It's going for peanuts, 79p on Steam. You know what I mean? Yeah, something like that.
Statement about this. Now, let me ask you a very simple question. If these people made a degrading comment towards the trans community, for example, or towards the black community, for example, do you think Sucker Punch would have immediately fired them and made a statement? I think.
What would happen in such a scenario? I wonder. They would have fired him, like he says.
So, absolutely. But for some reason, these people are protected. And the reason why they're protected is because there's a lot of other ones at the company that feel the exact same way that they do. That's the only logical reason that I have.
That's like, what is it? Infestation. That's an infestation.
And I think that at a certain point, Sony or somebody needs to step in. Whoever owns this company needs
whoever owns the company, they need to step in.
And root out.
You know, the one that had the dream, the one with the vision. I want to make a brilliant gaming company. That person, bring them in and show them what's going on. Get them to clean up house a little bit.
Out this disease before it kills the entire company, because I do think that it will have a tremendously negative effect on the game. And you can see this right here. This is a post that Sony made. I guess it was a couple of days ago about Ghosts of Yotai, and you can see 1,000 comments on this. Your senior dev at Sucker Punch is a violent leftist.
Everyone's just on there,
etc. And these are more comments here. Never let up the pressure. Never, ever, ever do that.
Never let up the pressure, he said. Just keep bombarding them. They're going to have to face it.
Keep this pressure up until these people lose their jobs. And then after they lose their jobs, then take a break, relax, pat yourself on the back, wait for them to get another one, and then do it again.
Damn.
And that's the only way that you should treat these animals. And that's exactly what they are. You shouldn't view them as people. You shouldn't view them as a person.
They've essentially, these sort of people here have essentially ruined their life for viewers of Asmongold and viewers that are against this. People, with common sense would be against this if they're aware of it. And Asmon making it aware, the people that are viewing Asmongold, you know what I mean? There's millions, so they'll get busy with that. And when you spread a load of work over millions of people, the load of work, is not so heavy. You're not going to have to be worrying about there's millions of employees. They're just smashing it out. Complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint. I'm complaining. We're doing today. I'm fucking complaining, bruv. I'm fucking sick and tired of this fucking employing terror. What are you employing in now? Employing this and that. What are you doing? I'm fucking complaining. That'll happen. That can easily happen. Are you harbouring sympathisers of murder? Sympathisers of the death of freedom of speech? Are you harbouring such a employee, perhaps? They'll be like, no, here's the tweets. Complaining. I'm just complaining, bitch. Yeah. Karens. You ain't seen Karens yet, mate. We can be true Karens, you fuckers. The real Karen will fucking turn up like this. Oi, little Karen, go bed. Go bed. And you start complaining.
With a political disagreement from you. These are violent animals that are trying to destroy the last good thing that we have, which is the open ideas of political discourse.
It's
and
true.
They're celebrating murdering people for doing it.
Yeah.
And as soon as that starts happening, I don't want to know what's next. And the worst thing is that I already do, and I think you do too. And so
it's retaliation, and it's everyone now on edge. A line has been drawn. In this sort of scenario now, a line has been drawn. So what have you given? You've given only fear. That's it. You've given fear now. There we go. Anyone can shoot. You know what I mean? People can shoot. People can do stuff like that. We don't do that sort of stuff. Don't condone that sort of stuff. But it seems like that side, they do condone that sort of stuff. They celebrate that sort of stuff, in fact, in the public. They're publicly celebrating someone who got assassinated in front of their family. So You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's not a society I want to live in. That's basically what I'd say. It's not a place you'll find me dwelling. I will not be dwelling in a society as such. I'll rather just go walk away. I just keep walking, mate. I'll walk away. I walk. You see me just walking.
We've got more of these. Here's recognition is not enough for me. I hope he tanks the studio. And cowards keep quiet. The studio deserves to go under. I understand why a lot of people at these companies don't speak up, which is why I suggest that if you work at one of these companies, please make sure to go to HR. Go to HR and file these complaints legitimately with them.
They've got to do this, man. Employees inside, man. Shout out the employees inside that are complaining already, and there will be some that are brave and they'll just do it, and the other ones that are gonna do it. Just do it, man. Go complain, man. You don't feel safe. You don't feel safe. I wouldn't feel safe, honestly. And you know, all jokes and all of that aside, I wouldn't really feel safe with someone like that who's advocating, because it was shocking. I'm still shocked by it. It's a shocking thing. I see it. I saw. It's terrible. So it's like, and someone that you're working with is advocating for that, saying, "Yeah, that's good, man." Nah, that tells you they're like a deadly fucking they'll kill you. They'll kill you if you disagree with them. They'll kill you. Then you start thinking about times you've disagreed with them, and are they planning to kill you? Nah, man, I don't feel safe here.
Legal things that they have to do, and in some cases, these people will pretty much lose their job for sure if enough people are discussing it.
They have to.
And you have also some people make comments like this. It's wild how the woke right, like Asmongold, Grums and others, showing themselves to be what they hate, authoritarian freaks that want to censor and silence anybody they despise. Yeah, I do. I do. I think that anybody who's advocating for killing people over speech like this should be censored. Absolutely.
It's so mad.
And this is just normal.
It's actually
absolutely. I don't.
Madness, bruv.
There's this trick that a lot of people like this like to play, which is they try to use your own language and use your own morality against you.
This is it. I noticed, bro. I noticed. It's spot on. Yeah, this is it.
These people don't care about freedom of speech. They don't care about censorship. They don't care about any of that. They're simply trying to weaponize your values and use them against you in order for them to fulfill their own goals. And so every time that they try to make an appeal to your own values, you should ask yourself, do they hold these values?
Do they hold these values?
If the answer is no, then you shouldn't take it seriously. Because this person is simply trying to use your values to subvert you and take advantage of you and to push their own agenda.
They continuously do this, censor and silence anyone that they disagree with. They continuously, that's all we've been seeing this year. That is all we have been seeing this year. Them advocating to kill your local MAGA and stuff like that. That's all we've been seeing, and look how funny it is now that someone has been assassinated in front of their family and children. Has been assassinated for all of us to see, for their opinion. And now they're going, they're using that to say, look, trying to censor people and all that. Are you somehow deluded? What happened? What the fuck happened? Get out of society. You can't be in this society. Sorry, this is not what we do in this society, man.
And to hurt you. And so never listen to this. Never play into this game. Never even acknowledge that that there's any validity to it at all. These people don't care about freedom of speech. The only time they bring it up is whenever they're trying to co-opt the person who does care about freedom of speech and make that person act against their own best interest.
That's right.
Anyway,
That's right.
We've got also, this is me, as well as put out the call for finding game devs mocking, and there's another one here. This is the voice actor for Diluc in Genshin Impact. I hope they receive the same care that the average American citizen would get in the same situation. Really? So they're just going to fall down and die. Somebody gets shot in the neck like that with their blood like spurting out. There's no health care. You're not coming back from that. At least not anytime soon with the medical care that we have now. And so anyway, Lisa came out. Lisa goes out doing what he loved, being a bigot. Of course you have more comments like this, more people like this. And if you shoot Blue if it's permanent, every post you make goes out to the public firehouse, captured by someone somewhere. The delete button doesn't do what you think it does. And so anyway, we have a lot of people, obviously, that are starting to say stuff, live by something. So she's obviously trying to make a statement of live by the sword, die by the sword. This is what, and I think that this is a very revealing statement, and I think this is going to be the last comment that I'm going to look at here, is that this statement's actually extremely revealing, because what it's saying is that, from her perspective, living by the sword is the same as being killed. Speaking out and being able to, you know, like express your opinion on certain things
it's like
should
living
be
by
met
the sword.
with the equivalence of deadly force.
Yeah. That's so, you know what I'm saying? It's sick. It's like saying, freedom of speech is the equivalent of living by the sword. What? It tells you a lot. It's very revealing.
And that's really what these people want. They want to bully, push, fight, and if it comes down to it, kill you if you disagree with them. And that's why whenever somebody does do something insane like this, all of these people try to do mental gymnastics about why.
And I swear there's all people that call people fascists, isn't it? It's unbelievable.
It was somehow justified, normalized, okay, acceptable, or something one way or another.
Scary, isn't it?
The fact is that, live by the debate, die by a gunshot wound in the throat. No, I don't really think that makes a lot of sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't sound as good as these, vapid, like Yas Queen comments that people like her make on Blue Sky that have absolutely no pushback, because they're on their own protected reservation away from anybody whose opinions could be different than their own.
It's the echo chamber.
And that's the reason, and also those are the only people that are still left on the platform. And soon, if with enough effort and enough work, we can have enough of these people removed from our media, and removed from our public discourse, and removed from any sort of positions of power where they can exercise their completely maladjusted, totally deranged viewpoints and worldview. And so anyway, I want to let you know that this is definitely not the only amount of them that there are. I'm sure there's plenty more. And so if you want to express and show any of these other people, and you want to post one of their comments or anything like that, I would recommend anybody to go on over to Roach Ranch. This is a comment right here. Not comment, community right here that I made on Twitter. I do not really moderate this at all, and if you guys want to post the different public comments that are being made by these different developers or these different people that are working in media celebrating this, and collectively we can contact their employers, contact the people that are around them, and have them get fired from their job. And do not, for even a second, think that this is not fair. It is absolutely fair. These people have been doing it to people like me.
They do it to everyone. Sorry, I was thinking, what's that noise? They do it to everyone.
For the better part of 5 years, and it's time the shoe goes on the other foot. They're disgusting, they're celebrating violence, and there shouldn't be any space for this in any sort of a polite society. But
I totally agree.
Yeah, anyway,
I totally agree.
Crazy things going on over at Sucker Punch Productions.
Don't know what's going on there.
Really crazy stuff.
It's suspicious, and it's sort of scary. What are they like? What's the sort of people in there like advocating for murder? That's how it seems. That's how it looks now. Looks like these are the sort of people that they all advocate for murder and that, and like killings, and like the sort of vibe of, if you disagree with someone, just kill them. It's all right. Nah, man, that's not good. That's scary. What's going on there? What's happening?
With that many weirdos and freaks working at the company, I wonder what this game's going to be like. I kind of don't want to know, but I kind of do. I think it'll be great content, but for all the wrong reasons. So anyway, guys, that's about all I've got for today. I did promise I would go through all of this, and we've gone through all of this. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate you watching, and feel free to join the Twitter community or to join Reddit or anywhere else. But Twitter community is the best and most uncensored place. Reddit is very censored for a number of reasons that we have to, right? We just have to follow the Reddit rules. Twitter doesn't have those same rules. So if you guys want to talk about this issue more and bring up more people, feel free to go over to the Twitter community and we can mobilize from there. And hopefully we can put, everybody together and actually achieve something for a good cause. And don't ever think that this kind of stuff doesn't matter. This kind of stuff has led to a lot of people getting fired, which is the exact reason why I'm doing it. Hopefully it'll happen again.
This is what they need to do.
So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all as soon as I can. Peace.
My boy. It's a good one. Good one there from the brother, the Gold of Asman. But yeah, I totally agree with what he said there. These people, they, especially in the gaming industry, they need to have a clean of house, have a little... What's happening under there? What are you doing under that table? What's going on under that bed? What are you doing in that dark room? What are you doing in the basement? What are you two doing down there? What are you three talking about? Sort of stuff like that. But yeah, because, advocating for someone to be murdered and for it, it's all right for that to happen is not okay. You know what I'm saying? That's where I stand.